let's get right into it. There was an interview with 21 Pilots about 2 weeks ago. I don't know, it was published the 14th. I'm making this on the 28th. You do the math because I don't want to, but I think that's exactly 14 days. I'm not gonna give any kind of intro. Let's just listen to this when the interviewer asks them about Clancy.
The rollout of that process, like, is Clancy a more sort of opposite to Blurryface, a more positive, happy side to this tale? The new character and the new direction?
Interview number one, man. I don't know. How did you know about Clancy?
Well,
I normally plan my videos, but today we are flying by the seat of our pants, ladies and gentlemen. So that pause was
the new character and the new direction.
Interview number one, man.
16 seconds. There's no video footage of this, but can you imagine counting down 16 seconds, making direct eye contact with someone and them not saying a single word in response to your question? What is he hiding? What is Tyler Joseph hiding? We're gonna break out a map, figuratively, and speculate wildly on what he's hiding. Someone with nothing to hide doesn't stay silent for 16 seconds and then follows it up with a response of,
I don't know. How did you know about Clancy?
Immediately goes on the offense, alright? Immediately goes to attack the interviewer. He attacks him! Verbally, immediately. Well, how do you know about Clancy? This questions the interviewer's integrity. He's acting like Clancy is something that no one should know a single thing about, when they have posted it online for the world to see. On April 21st of this year, 21 Pilots published a website. It was like dema.org followed by a bunch of gibberish and numbers, and you had to know the correct sequence of numbers to get into the website, but you found those numbers on the website. It didn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure it out. I didn't figure it out, but some 14-year-old did, and we thank you for that. And he's like,
well, how do you know about Clancy?
So what sane person does that? I'll tell you. No one, no sane person attacks someone for knowing about something that has been public since April. Is he sane, or is he a physical vessel being piloted by lizards? Let's find out.
Well, we had to listen to the album.
Huh?
We got a copy, so we've had to
Right,
listen to
but
the whole
Clancy's not on the record.
So the interviewer explains to Tyler very plainly, I have the record. Tyler's like, it's not on the record. To which the interviewer says,
It's online, I've read about it.
Read about
magazines
Clancy?
and so on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Clancy's. I've heard about him, but I know we're from the same place.
Got you.
the interviewer, who is very uncomfortable at this point, just an innocent man, innocent little sweetheart, just doing his job, and obviously loves the band because he took the time to look into the band. Seriously, not just what alternative press has been saying about them, but what the fans have been saying and what the band has actually been doing, which is super weird freaking stuff online, alright? So we're gonna break this down a little further, alright? Let's start with the first incident of the crime scene. Question was asked about public info on the band. Not gossip, not hearsay, nothing that isn't readily available to anyone who searches for it for like 5 minutes. Innocent question. So what happens after incident number 1? 16 seconds of silence. 16 seconds of it. Count it out. There were a couple of ums, and then some weird snide laughter, followed by, "Interview number 1, man." And Josh, presumably Josh, laughing. Josh says nothing the entire interview, which we will get into later, I'm sure. There's a 16-second silence followed by this question. Tyler follows that up with, attacking interviewer. "How do you know about Clancy?" It's like if I was arrested for a crime I did commit, and being in an interrogation room, and they're like, "Ma'am, did you publish these letters?" And me being like, "How do you know about the letters? How do you know about them?" "Because we saw them! You published the letters!" And then the interviewer politely, almost sheepish, says, "Well, we got a copy of the album early." "Well, Clancy's not on the album. Clancy's not on it." "Okay, well, we have our sheep." Once again, very delicately say, "Well, I saw the letters online. The public information." Let's see how long it takes me if I just Google 21 Pilots new album. I Googled it right there. I searched 21 Pilots new album. It says Trench. So this is their official website. Let's go to the very first article posted. The very first article suggested to us. It even says, 5th album Trench release date, tour dates, fan theories and rumors. What's that? What's this Dima/Clancy theory about then? The first article I clicked on Google, there was the 21 Pilots website and an article. I clicked on the first article, not even their website, but the first article. And I am sure that that's not the only thing published, since this has been going on since April. This has been going on, this public information has been published since April 21st. So there's the second attack. Clancy's not on the album. Our sheep says, "Well, I found it online." And Tyler's response,
It's online, I've read about it.
Read about
magazines
Clancy?
and so on.
Yeah. No, I mean, Clancy's, I've heard about him, but I know we're from the same place.
Got you.
and our little sheep just goes along with it and says, "Gotcha." Doesn't ask a single thing about it again because he is terrified of being attacked a third time by the person he's interviewing. Where is Josh during all of this? Josh is right next to Tyler. The only thing we hear from little Joshua, yeah, that's it. For the whole interview, it is Tyler verbally assaulting our sheep, and Josh, if he's even really there and not some sort of animatronic thing that follows Tyler around, does nothing. And Josh is the good one out of the 2 members of the band. This is supposed to be the good one. And Tyler, we don't know about Tyler. Now that we've broken down the incident, well, not quite. So after our second attack, we have the weirdest possible answer. Heard about him. We're from the same place. This is how he actually answers the question. This person who has done countless interviews in his lifetime about things ranging from his music to his deepest, darkest hopes and fears, answers the question with a 16-second silence, attacks the interviewer twice, then stumbles through some kind of, heard about him, think we're from the same place. Does that sound like a professional to you? Option number 1, a double-blind study. It's like when they test drugs. A double-blind study is when the researchers in the room with, like, the people who volunteered for the drug testing, when they distribute the drugs to the people, the person distributing the drugs doesn't know which one's the real one, which one's the placebo, and the people getting the drugs also don't know if they have the real one or the placebo. So why do I suggest this? What I'm saying is that 21 Pilots is some weird grand experiment that's been going on in the music industry. Both Tyler and Josh are blind to it, as well as the fans. So they don't know who Clancy is, since we don't know who Clancy is. So Tyler has to make up some sort of answer. He doesn't know who Clancy is, but he's supposed to know. He's the band member. He's the researcher, right? So he pauses for 16 seconds, and then to avoid answering the question, like most people do when they're feeling hostile, attacks the interviewer twice. Josh just stays out of it. He lets Tyler do all the crazy stuff while Josh just sits there like the trophy wife that he is. Second, Tyler forgot about the character since there hasn't been a new letter in months and did not plan this far ahead. Clancy was something he thought would be a cool idea, posted a few things about, then forgot because he didn't have a plan. The internet never forgets. It's permanent, Tyler. He wants us to think that he's had all of this planned out for years in advance, that he's this smart. Couldn't figure out anything to say in those 16 seconds. Took him 16 seconds to figure out what to say, and the thing he said was an attack on the interviewer because he couldn't think of what to say. When the interviewer refuted his attack, he attacked him again because he still didn't know what to say. And then he followed it up with some bullcrap response like, heard about him. Tyler's a fraud, and he doesn't want the world to know it. The third possibility. Murder. This could have been accidental. It's possible it wasn't. Clancy was a real person who Tyler and Josh were using for their story to promote their album, and they killed him. But let's explore the accidental route. We're in a SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs kill the health inspector scenario now, where Tyler is Mr. Krabs and Josh is SpongeBob. Tyler instigated the murder, which one would expect Tyler to do. Josh didn't realize what he was doing when he did it by executing the murder. They're both in it, and Tyler's trying to get him out of it in this interview. This is like when SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are in the backseat of the police car.
Is Clancy a more sort of opposite to Blurry Face, a more positive, happy side to this tale?
Interview number 1, man.
They have to cover up the murder of Clancy. This is the only possible explanation for this response. You watch most Dateline, 2020, 48 Hours. You watch interviews with murderers who are trying to cover their tracks. There's a long, pregnant pause, followed by trying to get out of it by attacking the interviewer twice. He was gaslighting the interviewer by trying to make the interviewer believe that what he had read and seen wasn't real. Well, how do you know about Clancy? You shouldn't know about him. No one should know about him. Clancy wasn't real. Well, Clancy's not on the album. What you believe isn't true. You're wrong about this. He's trying to manipulate the interviewer through gaslighting techniques to make the interviewer think that perhaps he is wrong about this and he should drop it before Tyler has to give away the fact that he murdered Clancy. And Josh has checked out. Josh isn't here anymore. Josh just has given up. It is Tyler's rodeo now, trying to cover the murder of Clancy. So this album cycle will be interesting. They have to tour the world, and we'll have to continue to answer questions. Remember, Tyler said, interview number 1, man. We're already on to you, Tyler. We're already on to you. Interview number 1, and it won't be the last. The truth will come out. You can't hide forever, Tyler. This is the only possible explanation, and you will be held accountable for your crimes. I know these look like the ramblings of a crazy person, but I'm not crazy. He's crazy. I'm not crazy. He's crazy. He killed a man. He murdered him. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you're against murder and subscribe down below. Also turn on my post notifications. That way you know that I killed Tyler before he could kill me to cover up his crimes.
foot in my mouth.